Salut tout le monde, bienvenue à un autre live de Flight Simulator. Welcome everybody to another Flight Simulator live. Aujourd'hui, un petit vol pour faire des tests de toute mon nouvelle gear. Today it's a new small flight Montreal to Quebec City to test all of my setup. Add up a new camera, a new pedestal and eCam. J'ai ajouté une nouvelle caméra, un nouveau pedestal et le eCam. Donc, sans plus tarder, on va aller à notre avion, un Airbus 320 fly-by-wire Neo. Donc, on commence tout de suite les préparatifs avec notre ami GSX pour le refueling.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Et puis notre catering.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Donc, on va attendre les cinématiques de nos services. We'll wait for our services to complete. Donc, c'est un livret Air Canada rouge. Et il est rouge, effectivement. On a notre camion de fuel qui arrive. Got our fuel truck arriving.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
On peut aussi connecter le jetway. On connecte le tuyau à l'aile pour le refuel.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
On va partir notre IFB. Fuel. OK. C'est fait. Notre monsieur ici devrait déconnecter les tuyaux. Bon, c'est fait. Wait for the catering to finish. And we will board our flight crew and our passengers. So it'll be a short flight, about 45 minutes in the air. Un petit vol d'environ 45 minutes. M'assurer que mon setup fonctionne bien. avec le nouveau programme qui s'appelle Chase Plane pour les vues cinématiques. So the new program is called Chase Plane for the cinematic views. Of course, we got our tower view. Waiting for the fuel truck to leave. On attend que le camion de ravitaillement se déplace et on peut commencer le boarding.
Boarding requested. Do you want to board crew? Pilot's boarding
Want to
starting.
board crew? On voit nos pilotes ici qui s'avancent. Et le deuxième pilote ici. On peut s'asseoir dans le cockpit. On va partir notre Say Intentions. All right. Good afternoon, co-pilot. Are you ready for a flight to Quebec City?
Good afternoon, Captain. Ready when you are for Quebec City.
All right, we'll start up our checklist.
Sure, let's start with the cockpit preparation checklist.
Top
Crew
panel
boarding
view.
starting.
Top panel view. Ah, j'ai oublié de partir un de mes programmes. I forgot to start one of my programs. My voice command. Top panel view. Bon, je m'entends pas. Ah, c'est peut-être parce qu'il n'est pas configuré. 2 secondes. Recognition, audio, cassette, microphone, ça c'est bon. Ah, c'est overhead panel.
Your crew has boarded.
Okay. External power. Fuel pumps. Battery. Oxygen supply. IR1, IR2, IR3. Nav and logo. Beacon. No smoking. Exit light arm. APU bleed on. APU master switch. And APU start. Front view. Wait for our PFT to load. Okay. It's all good. And MCDU. Okay, so clearance is 125.6. We're already on it. And we'll ask for our clearance. On va demander notre clearance. Good afternoon, Montreal clearance. Rouge 0550 requesting IFR clearance to Quebec City.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Throttle view.
Rouge 0550, information Delta is current. Cleared to Quebec City. After departure, fly radar vectors and tag, then it's filed. Departure runway 24 left. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 134.15, squawk 5554.
Departure runway 24 left, initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure frequency is 134.15, squawk 5554, Rouge 0550, good day. FCU.
Rouge 0550, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.0.
Contacting ground on 121.0, good day. Rouge 0550. Alright. So, we have our passengers that are loading. On a nos passagers qui commencent à embarquer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Air Canada Flight 0550, flying from Montreal to Quebec. We're thrilled to have you with us today. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you.
Donc on a 10 passagers embarqués.
Don't hesitate to reach out to any of our crew members, including myself, Caroline,
MCDU.
and my colleagues Sarah, David, Emily, and John.
Okay.
We're here to help you. Thank you and enjoy your flight.
In the ship. Init request. Wind temperature, wind request. Performance 135, 1.40, 145. Fuel per, oops, control it. 140, 145, 2. Preference sheet. Fuel, zero fuel. Fuel planning. Our flight plan. Departure 24 left. And Quebec City, what was the flight plan? So, runway 29. Oops. MCDU. Runway 29. Okay, flight plan is loaded. C'est bon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain speaking on behalf of the entire crew. It's my pleasure to welcome you on board. Listen, sit back, relax, enjoy the service, and thanks for having chosen Air Canada. Mesdames et messieurs, votre commandant. Alors, détendez-vous, je vous souhaite la pression Québec. Au revoir, merci.
Once again, it is Astral RTX. Good evening. Welcome aboard Air Canada with the best airline in North America. As the SkyTrack World Airline Awards, let's review our customers. Your service director for this flight. Will please travel with us today. We invite you to relax and enjoy this flight. And onto this flight, with this free of service in English and in French. Once again, welcome aboard. Then we short Ouais, bonsoir, bienvenue à bord du CYUL d'Air Canada et l'humeur transporteur aérien en Amérique du Nord à l'occasion des World Airline Awards de Skytrack. Distinction obtenue grâce à vous.
Il reste encore des passagers à loader.
Directeur de bord, nous sommes de vous accueillir ce soir.
Il reste 34 passagers.
Nous sommes heureux de vous servir en français et en anglais. Merci.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by. Charlie Echo goes into extremes, clear to Toronto. After departure, fly radar vector to Casca, then I file departure runway 6 right. Initial time to 4,000, departure on 134.15 and squawk 3272.
Donc, ground, c'est 121. Passagers qui sont en train d'embarquer. Boarding is complete. All right. Cabin crew, boarding is complete. We can start closing the doors and prepare for pushback.
Okay, Captain, all doors in flight. Dear passengers, we have completed boarding and will now be closing the doors. Thank you for your patience. We will be preparing for pushback shortly. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seat backs are in the upright position. Enjoy your flight with us today.
Seatbelt sign is on. All right. Good afternoon, Montreal ground. Rouge 0550 requesting pushback and start.
Rouge 0550, pushback and start approved. Face east.
Push and start approve. Face east, Rouge 0550. Good day.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. King Air 145 Kilo Alpha cross runway 25 contact tower on 118.7. Crossing runway 25 contacting tower on 118.7. King Air 145 Kilo Alpha. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Cabin crew, you can start a safety briefing.
Cabin is ready for departure, Captain.
You can start your safety briefing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
welcome aboard Air Canada Flight 0550, departing from Montreal to Quebec. We are thrilled to have you with us today. Our Captain, Alan Chiasson, and our First Officer, Martin Bouchard, are at the controls, ensuring a safe and pleasant journey. Joining me in the cabin are my wonderful colleagues, Sarah, David, Emily, and John. We expect a flight time of approximately 38 minutes, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Now, let's go over some important safety information. First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, simply lift the buckle. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the compartment above you. To use the mask, pull it towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to put your mask on first before assisting others. We also have life vests located under your seat. In the event of an emergency landing on water, remove the vest from itself. Place it over your head.
Please set parking brakes.
Wait to secure it. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tab.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Engine 2,
A320 has 2 exits.
ignition.
2 under the wings and 2 in the rear. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. In an emergency, follow the illuminated exit sign. Thank you for your attention and we'll be preparing for departure. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to ask any of our crew members. We're here to help. Ladies and gentlemen, as we
Welcome
prepare for our
aboard
flight,
Air Canada.
I would like to take a moment to go over some important safety information. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To release, simply lift the buckle. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the compartment above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the
Alright,
flow of
let's
oxygen.
check the engine.
Place it over your nose and mouth and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to put your mask on first before assisting others. We also have life vests located under your seats. In the event of an emergency landing on water, remove the vest from its pouch, place it over your head, and pull the straps around your waist to secure it. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. As for emergency exits, this Airbus A320 has 2 exits at the front,
Engine
2 over
1.
the wings, and 2 at the rear. Please take a moment to locate the
Ignition.
nearest exit, which may be behind you. In an emergency, follow the illuminated exit signs. Thank you for your attention, and we will be preparing for departure shortly. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to ask any of our crew members.
Contact
We're
ground
here
on
to help.
121.0 when ready.
Welcome aboard Air Canada.
Bienvenue à bord d'Air Canada.
Montreal clearance, transat 8.
For your safety and comfort, we ask that you pay attention to this short video. So join us as we explore all that Canada has to offer.
Pour votre sécurité et votre confort, soyez attentifs à cette courte vidéo. Joignez-vous à nous pour explorer tout ce que le Canada peut offrir.
Ops 1.
Please place baggage in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you.
Veuillez ranger vos bagages dans le coffre supérieur ou sous le siège devant vous.
In preparation for takeoff, make sure you're comfortably seated, with your seat back upright and tray table stowed.
En prévision du décollage, prenez soin de vous asseoir confortablement, de redresser le dossier de votre siège et de ranger la tablette.
You must wear your seatbelt
I've got
when
a
the
good
seatbelt
engine
sign
start.
has been turned on, and we suggest wearing it even when the sign is turned off.
Vous devez porter votre ceinture lorsque la consigne des ceintures est allumée, mais nous vous suggérons de la porter même lorsque la consigne est éteinte.
Fasten your seatbelt by adjusting it around your hips. To release it, lift the upper portion or press on the release button.
Attachez votre ceinture et ajustez-la autour de vos hanches. Pour la détacher, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle ou appuyez sur le bouton de dégagement.
Seatbelt and no smoking signs are located throughout the aircraft. Please comply with them at all times.
Les consignes de ceinture et d'interdiction de fumer se trouvent à différents endroits dans l'avion. Veuillez les respecter en tout temps.
It is prohibited to smoke, to use electronic cigarettes, or to consume your own alcohol on board.
Il est interdit de fumer, d'utiliser des cigarettes électroniques ou de consommer son propre alcool à bord.
Your portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode until an announcement is made upon arrival.
Les appareils électroniques portatifs doivent être réglés en mode avion jusqu'à l'annonce à ce sujet à l'arrivée.
If your electronic device falls in your seat, do not move your seat or try to retrieve it yourself, as it poses a fire hazard. Notify your cabin crew immediately to ensure the safe retrieval of the device.
Si votre appareil électronique glisse dans votre siège, ne bougez pas votre siège et n'essayez pas de le récupérer au risque d'un incendie. Avertissez immédiatement le personnel de cabine afin qu'il le récupère en toute sécurité.
Should an emergency happen, place your feet flat on the floor and top of head against the seat in front of you. Or, rest your head and chest into your lap. Grasp your ankles or wrap your arms under your legs.
En cas
Good
d'urgence,
afternoon, Montreal
posez vos pieds à
ground.
plat au sol
Rouge
et appuyez
0550
le dessus de votre
requesting
tête
taxi
contre le
clearance
siège
runway
devant vous.
24 left.
Ou bien, penchez-vous et appuyez votre tête et votre poitrine sur vos cuisses. Ensuite, saisissez vos chevilles ou passez vos bras sur vos jambes.
Rouge 0550, taxi to runway 24 left by South
The
apron Alpha
illustrated
4
card in your
Alpha.
seat pocket or magazine rack
Taxiing
explains
to
the many
runway
safety
24
features of
left
this
via
aircraft.
South Apron
Please
Alpha
review it
4
sometime
Alpha
before
usual
takeoff.
550.
La carte
Good day.
illustrée placée dans la pochette ou le porte-revue près de vous explique les nombreuses mesures de sécurité
Taxi
propres
right.
à cet avion. Veuillez en prendre connaissance avant le décollage.
If there is a need to evacuate the
Parking
aircraft,
brake.
leave your baggage behind and follow the seat-mounted lighting to the nearest emergency exit.
Front view.
S'il faut évacuer l'avion, laissez vos bagages à bord et suivez l'éclairage sur les sièges jusqu'à l'issue la plus proche.
There are 4 exits located on each side of the aircraft. All of these are indicated by a green exit sign. Please locate the one nearest you.
Il y a 4 issues de secours de chaque côté de l'avion. Chacune d'elles est indiquée par une enseigne verte. Veuillez repérer celle qui est la plus près de vous.
If the cabin pressure changes, an oxygen mask or a tab will drop from the panel above you. Remain seated. Pull the mask or the tab to bring the mask towards you. Use the support strap to hold the mask over your mouth and nose and breathe normally. Always secure your own mask before assisting another person.
Si la pression de la cabine
Point de
change,
vue.
un masque à oxygène ou une languette tombera du panneau au-dessus de vous. Restez assis. Tirez le masque ou la languette pour amener le masque vers vous. Utilisez la bande élastique pour maintenir le
Bug
masque
with
sur votre nez et votre
FSL
bouche et
PR.
respirez normalement. Mettez toujours votre masque avant d'aider quelqu'un.
If there is an emergency landing on water, reach for the pouch under the seat or beside your leg rest. Remove the elastic band if required.
En cas d'amérissage d'urgence, prenez la pochette de gilet de sauvetage sous le siège ou près du repose-jambes. Retirez la bande élastique au besoin.
Pull out the life vest from the pouch. Slip it on, fasten the waist clip, and tighten the belt. Pulling the tab will inflate the life vest. You can also inflate it by blowing into the tube. The life vest should only be
R
inflated as you leave
spoiler.
the aircraft.
Sortez le gilet de la pochette et enfilez-le. Attachez la boucle de taille et ajustez la ceinture. Pour le gonfler, tirez la languette ou encore soufflez dans le tube. Ne gonflez votre gilet qu'au moment de quitter l'avion.
If you need any assistance or have any concerns, please let one of us know.
Si vous avez une inquiétude ou besoin d'aide, adressez-vous à nous.
Thank you for choosing to fly with Air Canada.
Merci d'avoir choisi Air Canada.
Front view. Cabin crew, take position for takeoff.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
X-ray Papa, hold short of taxiway Echo traffic, landing on runway 30.
Holding short of taxiway Echo Cherokee 315 X-ray Papa.
Co-pilot, you've got the comms.
Fuel quantity?
I said, co-pilot, you've got the comms.
Fuel quantity?
Ah, okay. So, we'll fix that. Okay. Co-pilot, you've got the comms?
Fuel quantity?
No, why is he doing that?
Rouge 0550, contact tower on 119.3.
Rouge 0550, contacting tower on 119.3. Good day. Front view. Good afternoon, Montreal Tower, Rouge 0550, number 2, holding position, runway 24 left, requesting takeoff clearance to Quebec City.
Rouge 0550, runway 24 left, winds 300 at Niner, cleared for takeoff.
Whoops. Let's see.
Runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff. Rouge 0550.
We got two. We'll wait until those planes finish. So we're at flap 1s. Let's do full. Auto spoiler is now armed. Though we have to wait for those planes to land. The bug. Ah, okay. Let's line up.
Skyhawk 542 Alpha X-ray, cleared for takeoff, runway 21, caution wake turbulence.
Front view.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 21, Skyhawk 542 Alpha X-ray.
Contact departure on 134.15, Air France 112. Departure Air France 112, altitude 2,000 feet.
The plane landing now. It's funny because this weekend I was a driver for the owner of the F1 in Montreal Grand Prix, and I brought him on the tarmac right here, Starlink, on a G6 Bombardier G6 plane. So I drove from the gate my my SUV to the plane. That was something. Alright, so we have 777 just landing. Let's line up. Those two scenery has to talk to each other. Front view. At this point they're not talking to each other. I got the same tension traffic, but it's not, it's a alpha version, so I'm sticking up with the FSLTL. Wait until they exit the runway. And we are good. Landing lights, strobe, taxi wings. Knot, throttle to toga. $100 knots. $140. V1. Rotate. Wheel view. You're up. Front view.
Rouge 0550, contact departure on 134.15.
Switching to departure on 134.15. Rouge 0550.
Pop 0.
Heading Beechcraft 9001 Bravo. Montreal departure, Rouge 0550, afternoon, climbing past 1000.
Rouge 0550, Montreal departure, radar contact, climb 17,000.
Throttle to climb, autopilot on. $7,000. Quarter disarm. $17,000. Hi Nimesh, thanks for being on the stream. So we're at 10,000 feet, turn up landing
Dear
lights.
guests, we are now above the safe altitude, and I'm pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. Please feel free to use your devices, but we kindly ask you to keep them in airplane mode. Also, our onboard Wi-Fi service is available for you to enjoy during the flight.
Pretty good yourself?
Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a pleasant journey with us.
So we're on our way to Quebec City. Short flight, 30 something minutes in the air. Cabin crew, the seatbelt sign is now off.
Okay, Captain, the seatbelt sign is now off.
Oh wow, from Sri Lanka. I'm in Canada.
133.5, good day, UPS 901 heavy.
Well, good day to you from in Sri Lanka, guys.
Transat 284. 4234, mode Charlie. Air Transat 284. Level 230, Air Transat 284.
Expect the PSAC for arrival. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner. Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 24 approach into Quebec via Picbo.
Expecting the PSAC for arrival. RNAV Yankee runway 24 via Picbo into Quebec.
Okay, so we just changed our
Ladies and
MCDU.
gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude on Air Canada flight 0550
turn left, heading 005 vectors for the
So
ILS
we changed our arrival to runway 24.
And I must say, we have some delightful options for you today, including our delicious chicken
24
and the
via
classic cheese and crackers. After the service,
turn left,
Pivco.
heading 330.
Air Canada shop available for purchase. Please remember that we only accept card payments as cash is not accepted. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
So we changed runway from 29 to 24. over the St. Lawrence River. Just check something.
American 1342, slow to 180 knots, traffic ahead on approach. 180 American 1342.
Papa 457, roger. Descend flight level 280.
Descend flight level 280, Papa 457. Papa 457 negative. Our max ceiling is flight level 280.
So we should start a descent very soon. Alright, you can request flight level 100.
Fuel quantity?
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my... Good evening, good afternoon, Montreal Center, Rouge 550 requesting flight level 100.
Rouge 0550, climb flight level 100.
Descent.
Climb flight level 100, Rouge 0550.
Delta 1562, expedite descent to flight level 240, traffic ahead.
Expedite descent to flight level 240, Delta 1562.
Air Canada 621, Montreal Center, roger. Air Canada 621, contact Montreal Center on 132.35. 132.35, incoming 621 today.
Caution for landing, please return to your seat. Fasten your seatbelt. Your seat can be upright vouloir rejoindre vos fauteuils, mais attachez vos ceintures. Laissez vos sièges ainsi que vos tablettes. Nous vous demandons également de ranger tous vos effets personnels sur les sièges devant vous en un compartiment dessus. Ainsi, mesdames et messieurs, les écouteurs à boutons peuvent être utilisés pour l'atterrissage. Par la suite, nous informerons à quel moment vous pouvez utiliser vos téléphones cellulaires de la mission plateforme. Les appareils électroniques portatifs de type miniature peuvent être utilisés pour l'atterrissage. Merci.
$11,000 feet check. And 10,000 feet.
Cross miler at flight level 310. Crossing miler at flight level 310, Spirit 117. 1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Montreal Center, Speedbird 9 Zulu Yankee, flight level 400.
Speedbird 9 Zulu Yankee, Montreal Center identified. Good afternoon. Rouge 0550, contact Quebec approach on 124.0.
Contact Quebec approach on 124.0. Rouge 0550. Quebec approach Rouge 0550 afternoon, maintaining 10,000 feet.
Rouge 0550, Quebec approach identified. Good afternoon, altimeter 29.77.
Alright, QNH 29.77. Good afternoon, Quebec approach, Rouge 0550 requesting descent flight level 70.
Rouge 0550, descend via PZAC 4 for the RNAV Yankee, runway 24 approach into Quebec. Via Picvo, altimeter 29.77. Feedback 4 for the RNAV Yankee runway 24 approach into Quebec via Picbo. Altimeter 2977. Rouge 0550.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and are now beginning our approach to Quebec. Please return to your seats, stow your tables and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. We appreciate your cooperation as we prepare for landing. Thank you.
To speed 240.
Singapore Airlines 326, contact departure on 126.9er. Have a good flight. Switching to 126.9er, thanks. Singapore Airlines 326. Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo Uniform Montreal Center, Roger. Newville QC QNH 29er 83.
Big lights on.
29er 83. Bravo Romeo Uniform. Montreal Center, Cessna Bravo Romeo Uniform would like to have
seatbelt is now on. Seatbelt sign is not on.
8,000 feet, please.
Okay, Captain, the seatbelt sign is now off.
No, the seatbelt sign is on.
Okay, Captain, the seatbelt sign is on.
Good afternoon, Quebec City approach. Rouge 0550 requesting descent flight level 40.
Rouge 0550, descend altitude 4,000 feet, altimeter 29er.77. Descending to 4,000 feet, altimeter 29er.77, Rouge 0550.
Let's reduce our speed just a bit.
Rouge 0550, direct peak EVO. Cleared for the RNAV runway 24 approach, pick AVO transition. Direct Picbo, cleared RNAV runway 24 approach, Picbo transition, Rouge 0550.
Request flight level 3000.
Fuel quantity?
No, what's wrong with him? Rouge 0550 requesting flight level 30.
Rouge 0550, descend altitude 3000. Descend to altitude 3000, Rouge 0550.
2,500.
Speed 220.
Southwest 521, contact tower 118.3. Switching to 118.3, Southwest 521. Quebec Center, this is Cessna 172, Golf Bravo Romeo uniform. Bravo Romeo uniform, roger. Echo Zulu X-ray, altitudes at your discretion.
Landing system on.
$2,500.
Our approach is on. Speed 200. And flaps 1.
Rouge 0550, contact Quebec Tower on 118.65. Switching to Quebec Tower on 118.65. Rouge 0550. Quebec Tower, Rouge 0550. Good afternoon. We're established on the RNAV approach for runway 24. 550 Quebec Tower, roger.
$2,500.
Not yet, not the gear yet. 180.
Rouge 0550, Quebec Tower, winds 250 at 10, gusting 15. Runway 24, clear to land. Runway 24, clear to land. Rouge 0550.
Beechcraft 9001 Bravo, cleared to land, runway 24, wind calm.
Clear to land, runway 24, Beechcraft 9001 Bravo.
Speed 160. Flaps 3. Right, brake to medium. Wheel view. Gear down. speed 140 and full flaps. ILS does not work
1,000
on that
1,000.
On n'est pas bien aligné, mais pas d'ALS, ça marche pas bien. Ah ouais? Ben la map que j'ai, il n'y a pas d'ALS. Il y en a pour la piste 6, mais pas pour la 24. Pas pourquoi. Hey, ça brasse un peu. Ça, il fait pas beau à YQB. Du vent. Un peu trop haut. Too high.
500.
Check.
400.
Bit too low. Now we're good. Come
200.
on. Les vents de côté.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard.
Throttle off.
10.
Flare.
5.
Whoa, that was rough. Full brake, reverse thrust. Throttle idle. Retracting flaps and spoiler.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your baggage stored until the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned on. Smoking is not permitted. Mobile
0550, welcome to Quebec. Contact ground on 121.9.
Connecting flight.
Switching to ground on 121.9. Rouge 0550.
Thank you for choosing Air Canada from the group to Starline. We hope you had a pleasant flight and we look forward to once again welcome.
Quebec ground, Rouge 0550. Afternoon, we're clear of runway 24 and ready to taxi to the gate.
Rouge 0550, Quebec ground. Taxi to parking 24 via hotel, golf, cross runway 11, then Delta Bravo Bravo 1, apron 2. Have a good day. Attention all aircraft, Charlie now, current altimeter 2977.
Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray, Papa hold short of taxiway Foxtrot, traffic crossing ahead.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire pour les passagers? J'ai C Intention qui est pour toutes les voies là, que tu entends.
Did you know that Quebec City is one of the oldest cities in North America and is known for its beautiful historic architecture? Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Alan Chiasson, First Officer Martin Bouchard, and the entire crew, we wish you a wonderful stay here. The local time is 2:24 p.m.
Puis, si tu parlais des announcements, là, c'est comment ça s'appelle? Look Air Tools. C'est ça, avec toutes les voies. Tu as différentes voies. J'ai deux programmes. C'est Look Air Tools pour des messages prédéterminés. Puis l'autre, c'est C Intention pour le ATC. Good afternoon, Quebec City ground. Rouge 0550 requesting taxi to the gate.
0550, taxi to gate 37 via Delta, Delta 2, apron 1. Have a good day.
Can you give me progressive taxi with big red arrows, please?
Gate 37 via Delta, Delta 2, apron 1, Rouge 0550.
Rouge 0550, turning on taxi path for you with arrows. Taxi to gate 37 via Delta, Delta 2, apron 1. Have a good day.
Gate 37 via Delta, Delta 2, apron 1, Rouge 0550.
Where's that gate? C'est vrai, dans cet aéroport-là, je pense qu'il marche pas, les gates. Ah, il y a déjà un avion. On va le faire. Décrisser. Ici, tiens. Il était dans notre gate. C'est pas le meilleur aéroport Québec pour voler. Puis la moitié des CNI ne fonctionnent pas. Je pense que les jetways non plus. I think the jetways are not working. Ah, there's another one that just came on. Aïe 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 aïe. J'espère qu'il n'y a pas un autre avion qui va apparaître. Strobe lights off. Ok, c'est bon, merci lui. Parking brake on. The lights are off. Engines are off. Ah, le jetway fonctionne.
Learjet 323, Lima Juliet. Cross runway 30, contact tower on 123.8. Crossing runway 30, contacting tower on 123.8. Learjet 333, Lima Juliet.
Alright, so that's it for this flight. C'est terminé pour ce vol. J'espère que vous avez apprécié. Until next time, we'll see you on the next flight. So for now, all my gear worked, no crash. So it's a success. I just got to get the FSLTL or say intention scenery to work. But now it's an alpha, so. Donc on attend que ces intention traffic fonctionne comme il faut parce qu'il y a des petits bugs de collision. Puis the next time we'll have an ILS that's functioning for our arrival. Alright, till next time guys, keep on flight simming, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.